Hello, Trev here. Welcome to my Trev Williams Not Music channel. This is where I am going to do some vlogs and content that doesn't relate to music. So I've done this on my main channel before, but the Rosehill Community Woodland and this beautiful new sign has just been put up. Let's have a little look at it. So we are here, just coming in from Spencer Crescent. And I'm going to show you the whole kind of round the woodland. These stars are where the kind of exercise equipment, you can just see exercise equipment there and in the distance. So I'll show you the exercise equipment. Lots of trees. So if we just read this, between 2015 and 2020, over 100 local residents planted 830 trees in the lower field of Rosehill Recreation Ground. Joined by 60 children of Rosehill Primary School and 10 teenagers from Youth Ambition. The dark green sort of tree shows the planted trees, and the red stars show the exercise equipment. So you can see that there's this kind of bit that I've not actually covered before around the side, and this is the main area of new planted trees. And there's also some here. There were some other planted in various different positions. So down here there's the school orchard we planted, and up in this actual primary school field. But I just want to show you round here and then go round. If you're visiting, there is a tree trail which you can do, and it also tells you the low carbon, Rosehill and Iffley low carbon group, sort of other kind of main sort of people that sort of put it all together, supported by the council, of course, and supported by these community network and the Tree Foundation Woodland Trust. So you've got a lot of different trees. This beautiful sign was painted by some of the kids from Junior Youth Club. Got a hedgehog there, got some birds, leaves and bugs. The light trail was the other day with the theme this year was bugs and moths. Okay, let's have a little walk round. So it's coming to the end of November 2025. It's just stopped raining, but it's very autumnal, start of winter. It's been quite frosty, so you can see all the different colours on the leaves. So this bench is new, and we've got a litter bin as well, which is council approved, so they will empty it. Importantly, there we go. But from that bench you can kind of see quite a lot of activities going on in the kind of playing field, the football ground. Looks very different this season. So there's a few leaves still on trees, but mostly they've fallen now. Quite muddy. So when these were planted, this was often sort of flooded down this bit, so kind of a wetland. So these tree roots are obviously loving the water that kind of drains down this side. So I'm going to try and do the whole loop of the field. So there's an app, iNaturalist, if you want to download it and actually kind of, you just take a photo of each tree. We can do it with any plants really, and it'll tell you what they are, which is quite useful. I just got a little bit of a cold. It's that time of year, so I apologise for my voice. So out onto the main field. There's a fence there just for if people are playing ball games or whatever, to stop it going in. That's been there for ages actually. Not 100% sure why they've kind of left it, but it does stop, you know, ball games or whatever. And these, which have been here maybe 8 years or maybe a bit more than that, are kind of quite good for outdoor gym. Obviously free. You've got sort of various different equipment things that can work your different muscles. Some are better than others. Shoulder press, not quite as sophisticated as an indoor gym because you can't kind of vary the weight, but a lot of them you use your own. Well, see, that one's pretty tough if you were to sit down on that. Use your own body weight. Okay, so the trees over there is where we're heading, but I'll just show you this tiny little patch of trees down here as well. So I've covered it all, which I've never actually done the whole loop before. This field, incidentally, if you were to go kind of all the way round in a loop, is about 0.5 kilometre, and if you were to go into the other field and do sort of both fields, it's not quite a kilometre, maybe 0.8 or 0.9 of a kilometre. Yeah, probably 0.9, let's say. So if you're doing exercise that involves distance or running or whatever, as I often do, then that's worth knowing. So often I'll do a long run and I might do a few laps at the end, or maybe even a lap at the beginning or something like that. So the Rosehill football team play here regularly. So this tiny little clump of trees was planted at the same time. I don't believe there's a path in, but let's just see. Maybe there is. Okay, so I've never actually walked down here. It looks like remnants of a path. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I don't think I've walked in this bit. Like I say, autumnal leaves and trees. And a bit more play equipment, sort of bikes in this corner. So you've got bike play equipment. Not play equipment, sorry, exercise equipment. I mean, I think of it as play, but it's not really. Exercise. Some nice big trees that have been here for years along the side. So not only do we have the new planted trees that have been here for 10 years or so, you have the established trees as well, and the playing field. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's been raining, so these leaves aren't crunchy, but if you came on a dry day, sorry, they would be nice and crunchy. So we're going to go to this other bit of trees over here, but I just want to pop the camera out here just to show you the rest, so we've covered it all. So down here you can obviously see this gym equipment. Actually, let's just have a quick look. So you've got the oblique, where you kind of twist, you stand on this and you kind of twist your body, which is quite a nice one for you. I don't know if I can do it while I'm holding. Crikey, yeah. And a leg press and some bars. In the corner you've got another machine which does pull-ups, and then some more bars there with kind of some rails to run. Obviously the actual play park and the community centre are there. Many people will know that from the other side and the path going down. Okay, so let's just take you back here. Like I said, if you were to run both fields as a complete loop, just under 1 kilometre. We did actually plant some trees down here just to well, we planted some trees down here as well, but they didn't actually survive. So we planted a few trees down here and a few trees down here, but they didn't take. So there has been more planting as well, and I think it says on the sign about sort of maintaining the trees. It is quite a task to not only plant the trees but then sort of protect them, and you know, in the droughts and the hot weather, watering them and mulching them. So, you know, it's quite an achievement really to get the woodlands looking as they are and surviving all seasons. So yeah, over here we've got a little bit more play equipment. So this is sort of a cross trainer and sort of a hand, don't know what it's called, but yeah. So if you just want to work your hands, I think it's quite cool. This path, which I think I've mentioned before, I did complain to the council. It was really, really thin years ago. So I take some pride and credit in making this path the correct width for buggies and wheelchairs and various things, and bikes. That bench and bin have been there for a long time. But yeah, obviously people that come now will just think it's always been like this, but it hasn't. but the path connecting. The path used to stop here and then turn into a really narrow. It was better than this, but it was not much better, and when it rained it was impassable, so it's a lot better now. So in this corner there is a chunk more trees. Often see people walking their dogs. It's actually a really nice open field for dogs, because I mean, obviously if they're well trained or whatever, you can let them off and they can whiz around and run, which you can't always do in a lot of parks. So these trees are all looking pretty good. I'm not a tree expert, I'm afraid, so I won't tell you all the species because I'll likely get it wrong, but there is a great different amount of species. And like I say, the iNaturalist app would be the way to check if you were interested, or taking a child around and they were like, oh, what's this? All those leaves. There's a little bit of litter here and there, but it's not too bad at all. I haven't got a bag with me today to collect it, but you know, obviously people are welcome to collect litter. Oh, there we go. So there's crab apples. Oh, they've survived well. So it's end of November, like I say. So all of the apples are community apples. You can take them and use them if you wish. So the last bit of play, why do I keep saying play equipment? The last bit of exercise equipment over here is, I don't know what they're called, but kind of like little steps. So you can do your kind of stepping up and down, and then, you know, you can progress to higher. And actually this one is pretty high, so you know, to actually step up and down on that, it's quite a task. Dips, leg raises, and yeah, I think that's the same. So yeah, it's still in fairly good condition, considering it's been here for, I would say 8 years. It's not quite 10 years. I don't know exactly when they put it all in, but it's still fairly functional. There's a couple of bits that are not working and a little bit of graffiti, but it's not too bad in the scheme of things at all. So I've now gone all the way round. I'll just show you the map again to give a bit of context, but yeah, Spencer Crescent is down there, the community centre is over there, and the two woodlands two main woodlands we've been to is that one, and we just went to this one, and then a tiny little clump of trees there as well. So yeah, do check it out, and yeah, enjoy the channel. Like I said, I've got 2 channels now. This is for the non-music content, and yeah, see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.